right, guys, we got a couple knives that came in. There was a large knife, a large box of stuff that came in from Russell over at Artisan Cutlery. This is the Ferrum Forge Design Valor. Now, this is really, really similar to some of Elliott's other knives, but we're going to get this one out of the way and take a look at this one first. This is the Ferrum Forge Valor, and this is a really, really nice knife. I love this thing. I got to see one of these for the first time at Blade Show West in Long Beach when I worked at the Artisan booth. This thing is very, very clearly a Ferrum Forge design. You can see Elliott's work on this. This is done in titanium and S35 VN. This has been out for a little bit now. It's not an unreleased model. And the reason I split this up into a couple of videos is I have a bunch of stuff that has not been seen on the channel yet and is not available yet that came in as well. So instead of doing a full unboxing, I just broke it up into two. So we're going to look at these two knives. The action on this, guys, is insanely smooth. I still am not a fan of this pivot that they insist on using. I don't know why they don't listen. It is not great. It's not that I give a crap about what other people might think it looks like. I just don't like all the cuts in it. It would be better if it was faceted, almost like a Two Sons. So you've got a sheep's foot Warncliffe modified style blade here. This basically looks like just a nice sheep's foot with a kind of a slender coming down on it like that. Nice milling on this to give it some faceted patterning. Nice. Elliott likes this see-through, blow-through kind of thing. And it marries in so well on this coming up onto the blade. That fuller that you see that is milled out to match the scale can be used as a flipper. It is really comfortable in hand. Great, nice pocket clip. Great pocket clip. Great pocket clip. Nothing on the outside that's going to catch pants pockets. The milling is on the inside for this, the cutout for the lock bar, I should say. Frame lock in titanium. It's running on bearings. The S35 VN steel has been finished really, really well with a very fine stone wash pattern. The milling on, like, people give Artisan a hard time. They call them cheap garbage budget knives. I'm going to tell you, I have found that some of the best machining and stuff is coming from like Artisan, Best Tech, and some of the other companies that have kind of been overlooked. And the fact is, it's just because a lot of the designers were sending them files that didn't have the elaborate, clean work done in CAD to make them come out well. This thing is so comfortable in hand. It feels a lot like, in hand, it feels a lot like my Archbishop. The handle pattern in hand is very, very similar. Flipping action is great. Flipper tab is a typical Elliott Williamson Ferrum Forge style flipper tab, which always works well and is never a hot spot. Nice big finger choil here, second finger choil up here. Another thing that Elliott is really good at, and you've got basically a stair-stepped finger choil area. Getting it in a pinch grip, perfectly fine. Detail work. I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy carrying this. Man, just listen to that thing slam open. Some of the other things that you don't see, like, is the interior. There's not a lot of weight reduction in this, so it does feel good. But the fact is, they took a bunch of material out here and here, so it has a little bit more weight here in the tail, where you have this big checkered, aggressively checkered backspacer. So it's about half of the knife. It gives it a really good look, but it also in hand, that you can feel that it's not sharp, it's not hot, but it definitely gives you a little bit of traction. I've seen this design around. I remember when Elliott was making this design, I saw images of it on his computer. I saw this design in the works. So I'm not at all surprised at how good it came out, because Elliott puts a lot of work into his designs before they ever even get put into a production prototype stage. So there you go, the Ferrum Forge Design Valor, another great knife coming out of Ferrum Forge Designs, which is Chris and Elliott. They've worked really hard to build their brand. They've done a really good job of it, and I'm really happy for them. So there you go, the Ferrum Forge Design Valor by Artisan Cutlery.
Guys, I apologize for the interruption, but I do have to do this step-in thing because this channel is self-sponsored. If you guys would like to help support the channel a little bit financially, there's a ton of affiliate links all down below. There's also a merchandise store and some other stuff, but the affiliate links are what definitely does help the channel the most. Anything you purchase with those affiliate links, I get a portion of it at checkout. They don't charge you anything extra. So if you're gonna do a little bit of shopping, I would ask that you go down to the description below, find my affiliate links, and use them anytime you're doing any shopping on Amazon or Blade HQ. There's also a Coffee Brand Coffee link down there. So sorry about the interruption. Let's get back to the knives.
All right, here's a knife I actually have been excited to get to see. This is the Dirk Pinkerton designed Ruffian, CJRB Ruffian in ARRPM 9. And the reason I've wanted to see it is the lines on it are really interesting. I have a thing about symmetry, and the lines on this are really symmetrical. And it's a great, perfectly straight Wharncliffe blade, clip down nice, with the only actuator being a aperture, or the only activation being the finger aperture, I should say. So reverse flick is the only way to flick it. You can roll it out with your thumb if you want to, but here we go. Beautifully done, scales in G10. And once again, I think every one of the CJRB and I think every one of the CJRB knives needs this red pivot collar. If you are someone who is left-handed and you want to be able to reverse this, you have got a reversible pocket clip. The pocket clip is not bad at all. I do have to say, it's really comfortable on this knife, and I think it's because this knife's a little shorter and where it sits. This is a knife that is somewhere between a 3-finger for me and a 4-finger. I can't not quite get 4 fingers on it unless I really choke up on it a little bit, but that's fine because this is another one of those knives that does not have anything impeding me from, like, it doesn't have a spot on it like down here where it's hot or hurts my fingers. The blade on this is ground exceptionally thin, comes up to a very, very aggressive point. Dirk Pinkerton design ARRPM 9 is one of my favorite budget steels right now. It really is, and I'll tell you why. There's a lot of things to be said for the way it's easy to maintain. I've said this a bunch of times. A lot of people are like, oh, it's just the same as this, or it's the same as that. It's not. People say it's the same as 9CR. I don't see it. This material strops up so easily and so readily on basically barbaric methods, cardboard, newspaper, things that, you know, the simplest of methods, just wrapping a piece of wood around a piece of newspaper around a block of wood, and you've got a strop that is perfect for this steel. It's really resilient. It's really rust resistant. So that's a good steel offering in something like this, which I would definitely throw in my pocket if I was going camping, because it would be so useful for so many things. Other things about it, you've got this jimping, this Dirk. You can definitely pick the jimping out. Dirk always uses this. I like it. I find it attractive, and it's not super aggressive that it hurts your skin, but if you're wearing gloves, you can definitely feel that. Back here, it's a little bit more aggressive because it's cut into the G10. G10 frame, or I'm sorry, liner lock with a very, very skinny feel. It's not very broad across the back. And it is attractive. You've got here you go, again, lanyard post inside that is separate from, you know, a lanyard hole. If it had a backspacer, you could definitely put one in the backspacer. I'm a fan of that. It gives people an option. I'm a fan of this. It still gives people an option. And the nice thing about this, there's no chance you're going to cut your lanyard because it's its own piece there. So there you go. If you're a lanyard guy, action on it is really good. It's a very light knife. It's a very short blade. It's not heavy at all. And it's just about shake shut. It just takes a very little bit to shake it shut. It's not a hard, heavy, gritty feel and action on it. It's really smooth, actually, to tell you the truth. Running on bearings, lockup on it is really good. You're looking at just about maybe 10% lockup there. So you've got a lot of room for that to go. Feels like it's running on ceramic bearings. Definitely has a ceramic detent ball. Nice design from Dirk. I am a fan of Dirk's knives, and there's always some aesthetic point here, like these ridges that are done on this. So cool thing about this knife, guys, this knife belongs to us. Russell told me that I could keep this knife, so we're definitely gonna do something with this. I don't know if it's gonna wind up being part of the collection. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. Or if it's going to wind up going as a giveaway. We're coming up on 8,300 subscribers, so that 9,000 mark is not far away. I believe that I'm not going to do a 9,000 subscriber giveaway. This is probably gonna be saved for 10,000, so I can have a couple of items to give away. So, all right, guys, that's this. Let's turn it around and do some final thoughts.
There you go, guys. That was a couple of cool knives that came in. Now, I know that I said at the tabletop there was a bunch of stuff in that box. I split it up into 2 videos. I did not do an actual unboxing because I was unsure of what was coming. But I do like this Dirk Pinkerton, and the fact is, this is ours. We may do this as a giveaway. This is probably going to wind up as a members giveaway knife, which leads me into the next thing, which is supporting the channel. Guys, if you like the videos, give them a thumbs up. If you don't like them, give them a thumbs down. But please try to tell me why. I can't change that content if you don't tell me what you don't like. If you want to support the channel, it's as simple as like, share, subscribe, drop a comment, hit the bell icon. I love it when you guys do that. But if you do hit the bell icon, make sure you've got notifications turned on your device. You know what I love more is when you guys support the channel by using the affiliate links, which are all down below. A lot of Amazon affiliate links. I've got tools, I've got knives, I've got EDC gear, all kinds of stuff down there. Anything you purchase with those affiliate links, even if it's not the item you clicked on, I still get credit. Don't forget as well, I also have a VPN down there. And I have got a Coffee Brand Coffee and Blade HQ. So if there's items you can't find on Amazon knife-wise, check my Blade HQ affiliate link. Other ways you can do it, I have got a membership down below that supports the channel directly as well. It's tier-based. Pick a tier that gets you what you want. Everyone saves $5 off my sharpening service, and everyone has access to my gilded server. And the final way is I have a merchandise store on Ember Shirt Co, where you can pick up my merchandise or other creators' merchandise at a discount with my coupon code CrazySharp. All one word, capital C, capital S, CrazySharp, all one word. Saves you 10% at checkout anywhere on Ember Shirt Co. And if you take pictures and send them to me of you wearing my merchandise, I will put them in a video. Guys, I love you all. Keep it clean in the comment section. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. And I will see you in the next video. Hopefully that bump didn't take us off and shake the screen too much.